Good morning, my little modifications. How are you today, huh? All rat bastards. Where did my folder go? Come back, folder. Ah, god damn it. That means I've unzipped something somewhere. Which means... oh, there it is. Alright. So today, we answer the question of how to adapt brawlers to a home gaming environment, which is something that they've kind of struggled with a little. And I sort of understand that a degree back in sort of the SNES days, you know, where you were, you know, greatly limited in terms of what you could, how much you could pack onto these things. And so usually they'd, you know, like they'd sort of let you, rather than just give you infinite credits because you're at home, they'd let you have like 9. And they'd say, you have to get good enough to beat the game in with 9 continues, or fuck you. That's kind of a harder sell today. I don't think it's impossible, but also it's just like, there are better ways to sort of make them playable, and one of them is just add lots of more shit. Just more shit. Put more in. Even if you don't want to get, like, complicated and add, like, sort of, you know, RPG mechanics, give or take. Just put more in. And also make the fundamental fucking interactions fun. Like, have the basic gameplay be entertaining. That's, usually pretty important, and you'd think that that would be covered fairly early, but, like, look. Sometimes you gotta state the obvious, you know? I just gotta fiddle with this first. Make it big screen. Fingers crossed. Alright, so here's something I hadn't thought about. Tell me if it's like displaying correctly. I don't mind River City Girls, but like there's a thing with modern brawlers, like, you know, a lot of them do this, where, you know, I'd probably slightly blame Scott Pilgrim for it, 'cause I think it was the first one. What does a bit small mean? Actually, you know what, I'm just gonna go get my phone so I can look at it myself. Only takes up a third of the screen, right? Well, fine then. All right. Okay. Ah, fuck it. Come on. There we go. So... I don't know why it does that. Like, I feel like I could probably... The thing is, if you added, like, a thing to OBS to sort of capture, like, the box, you gotta add a box for, like, each specific box that wants to malfunction like this. So, the options for this are pretty cool. You got a lot of, like, you know, little bits and bobs that you can do. You can have very classic or, you know, remake. You know, blood. Which does... Have widescreen, no. Widescreen, yes. I actually like widescreen, you know. I understand why a lot of people wouldn't. Okay. Alright, that's fixed it. Alright. Now, there's a lot of really cool stuff in this one. Like, there's a shop, but you don't have, like, access to the shop yet. You have to beat the game once, then you get access to the shop. And you can buy some shenanigans in the shop, like infinite ammo for guns and a few other things. It's, you know, there's a lot of, like, post-game shit that you can mess around with. But... we got, like... There are other characters and there are other sort of ways to get them. I can't remember how exactly. I always choose fucking Captain Wrestleface because, you know... Alex Kidd in Shinobi World was such an odd, like, you know... It's such a weird little thing to come out, like, when it did as well, you know? Like a strangely modern meta deal to have happen deep in Sega Master System territory, you know? Mr. X. I wasn't a big fan of Streets of Rage 3 because, like, they added a robot grandpa and took away my grappler, which just kind of sets me off. I don't know. I didn't download a 100% save file because I didn't have access to the store. So with this one, you could, like, pick different routes. Like, they relate to the games. So I think that's 2. I think that's 1. That's 3. I think this is, like, the new one, that you basically get to choose, like, different stages. Oh, fuck, that's using all my health. I forgot about that. Okay, right. Figuring out what, like, it decides the buttons are. There we go, there's regular old attack. Look at that. Fucking... So we got runs, we got, like, up and down dodges. You know, lots of little reflection effects going on. Yeah! Floor pair. Fucking Max has a cool fucking... Come here. Come. I just want to talk. Alright, no, that's not it. You son of a bitch. Ah! Pipe! So probably the most damage you can get in this game is, like, Max's head squeezer, but like it does kind of like glue you to the ground. Stop it, stop it. I got boosted. Yeah, so Max gets a sit-down powerbomb as like a fucking special grapple, which is pretty fucking swish. Yeah, High Tech World is just not a fun game. Motherfucker. And so this game, like, you'll see that little meter just to the right of my health bar there that's like slowly going up. That basically is kind of like an energy meter that lets you do your, like, you know, spinny attack that most you know, brawlers have without using your health. So you kind of get like slowly regenerating access to the thing without having to like spend your fucking health every time, which is nice, and another one of those little details that like you gotta watch out for motorcycles because those things do explode. I love the fucking names in this series. Come here. Oh, son of a bitch. So, double tap, you get run, you push attack, you get, you know, a slide, which is really fucking good for Max, actually, because it doesn't knock down unless, like, you're real close, so you can, like, kind of slide in on people and sort of stand up into a grab. For ages, I had no idea what the fuck Galcia was supposed to be. Like, the Streets of Rage games have some of the most baffling names I've seen in a brawler, and man, there are some weird ones. Galcia is meant to be Garcia. It's a mistranslation of that. That's that mystery solved. Good job, team. Atomic drop. Fuck off. Yeah, so the head crush, just fucking damage for days. Absolutely fantastic. But it does leave you very vulnerable. And the AI in this isn't like completely fucking stupid. So that's an important detail to remember. Fucking machete, you hole. Also, characters will generally have weapon affinities. So some characters are better with the knife. You know, Max is better with the, like, you know, the pole. Crush the head. Ah! That's cheating. Dickhead. I will say though, like, I'm glad they added like a special power bomb for fucking Max, because his jumping throw is one of the weakest in all of like brawlers, which is fucking saying something. Like, because it's just like, you know, kind of chuck 'em, which just sucks. Like, that's lame. You know, we get that as like kind of compensation in this, which is nice. Just knocked over a table and stole someone's purse. Emerald. So the cash does something in this because you can use it at the shop. So it actually is... Come back here. As you can see, the AI being improved does make this a more fun actual challenge. And look, there's some of that blood we were talking about. There's elements of, like, some of these stages, like, granted, all these people, I think, work for Mr. X. I think he's, like, the #1 employer in town, you know? Like, it really is nuts. My glasses! Wank. Alright. Oh, fucking Galcier and his knife. Alright, come here. Go fucking crack or Jim Duggan on your fucking skulls. You son of a bitch. It's funny too, because like the Galciers, you'll see him like, if there's a knife on the ground, they'll be like, ooh, knife. I think that's on me. You know, like, some of these people attack me, that's fair, but, like, then there are times where it's like, I feel like, you know, I'm Baz Rutten in Baz Rutten's self-defense video about what to do if you're attacked by Baz Rutten. Representation, sort of. You can actually play as Ash later. You can unlock it, and you get to be Ash. Ah. Don't laugh at me. Get Ash's pin. Floor chicken. Let's go, lesbians. Oh, the Nogginizer. Big damage. Dragon suplexed me. I love the little detail of, like, slam moves. Ah, you goddamn tart. Dropping, like, glassware behind the fucking bar. This isn't the game. I think it's Vendetta. It's either Vendetta or Vendetta's sequel, but it has a character that's just called Fag. Alright, fucking Gabriel. Ah! I don't really use many of the other characters in this because, you know, obviously. Let's just go some classic Axel. You tart! That's right, I could like tech throw my fucking blast stopper. That does too much damage. Yep. How do you... They really have tweaked the fucking... Oh, fuck's sake, come on. Grabbing me through my fucking flurry. That's the bar! But yeah, this game has like various paths, little hidden areas, you know, fresh cutscene art, so like none of this was, you know... And the cutscene art's really cool, actually. It, like, completely ties the plot together, you know, there's reasons why. You're not just walking around punching and kicking shit. You know, there's like, oh yeah, we have to go over here, you know? There are little novelty stages like this, you know, you get your fucking, you know... Ow! Get back here, you ringo. Yeah, so you gotta like dodge the fucking biker's bullshit while avoiding fucking Dick Cheese's goddamn knives that he throws at you. Surga? I don't even know what that's meant to be. He crashed. He wasn't looking where he was going. He was busy throwing barrels. Pressed up, Give me the apple. So that's what's supposed to happen when you use, like, you know... Yeah, so you see, like, Axel gets different, like, dashing attacks with the pipe, and, like, a different swing. That's, like, not quite as long and not quite as good, because he has to use both hands. Fuck you, trucker. Yeah, like, you'll see him, like, wait till you turn around, and then just kind of go in, which is, you know, not fucking the kind of intelligent behavior you got in the original game. Your dash attack will also improve as you beat stage. Oh, now so close to floor chicken. I hate jetpack guy. Call that the organizer. Get him! Imagine being in a fight and then this guy comes in on a paraglider with a fan. Just... These little details between, like, the stages are so fucking good to me, you know? Just like, why did we get here, you know? Because it's those things you think about from when you're little, you know, playing this, like Streets of Rage 2 on the Sega Mega Drive. And just being like, man, you know, why are we here now? Why are we wandering around beating up Disney adults, you know? Like, does it really ultimately matter to the, you know, game? No, but like, oh, you son of a bitch. You absolutely don't want to... Stop dodging me. He picked that up when he was on the ground. I hate it when, like, your kangaroos get, like, adopted by inner city gangs. I'll suplex a kangaroo, but I think I won't. Bare Knuckle, the actual name of the game in Japan. Yeah! Suplex him through a cabinet. Yeah, so now I've got, like, the 2-star dash attack, so as opposed to just doing regular blast upper, I get, like, dashing twirly flame. G signal. I do not like the Signal Brothers. Marsupial place. Cool thing about the bottle is you can break it and then you can stab with it. Stab, 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 stab. That sucks, seal her. The dash attacks are rad. I feel like if there was something I were going to add to this game, it would be like a slightly more defined special move system, like probably some commands, you know, like actual, a little bit like what, God, what's it called? Alien vs. Predator has. So like quarter circles, down ups, that kind of thing. Like one for, because as it stands, just this having, oh, that's interesting, I have a running. I need floor chicken. Pirates. Oh, for free. Damn it. Son of a bitch. So one cool thing, if you cut somebody with a sword as like to, you know, as a finish, sometimes they fall in half, which is fucking sweet. And that level of violence is also very much not in the original. It is funny going through this and just like, you really must employ like the entire fucking city, you know? Like, this is a lot of people to be paying to do with this shit, you know? Fucking hoe bag. You fucking slut. I could... Is that guy's name Butt Farrier? Is that Beano or Beamed? I think it's Beamed. This is such a weird little area. There are just like guys sleeping in here. Oh, you dickhead. Yeah, see, there he goes. Oh, sweet. God damn you. So one of the things you can buy when you unlock the store is like infinite weapon and shit. Like, there's a reason, you know, for basic gameplay balance that you don't have that to start with, but it is a lot of fun when you do get it, because, you know, you can just start fucking shit up, basically. Press stopper. I do kind of hate this thing, just because, like, it's not really a brawler boss, and so you're just sort of stuck here fucking with it, you know? Like, you can't power bomb it, you can't fucking, you know, what is this thing anyway? And now you can enter the alien vulva. Which is where ninjas come from, right? You know, that's the great thing about these early Sega games. Educational. Stop it. Eat shit. For apple! Fuck yeah. There's just too much stuff going on here. Cut him in half. Just hanging out in the techno cave. I need that chicken. Oh no. Fuck you, sit still. There we go. Oh. When he does the fancy man stance, that means he's about to do some bullshit. I mean, it depends on this. Like, my general life rule is don't eat floor chicken, but like wall chicken's an interesting one because the question is, how did it get in the wall? You know, was it sealed in the wall? If so, was that done recently? You know? Like, if the house is still being built, maybe one of the builders accidentally sealed his fucking lunch in the wall. That's probably fine. But if I just open up some wall and find, like, chicken, I probably won't eat that. Because I want to live. Alright. Well, call Streets of Rage Remake, though. It is chock full of stuff. Like, you could spend like hours on it. I don't know if a vending machine's a wall exactly. Alright, now the exciting game of like the exciting game of will. So one thing with Beats of Rage, it might not... Oh, look at that. That's right. So there's been some changes to Beats of Rage lately. So Beats of Rage is the little, you see the little blue dragon guy up there? That little fella? That is basically the engine that runs .pack files, so .pak. I had an update, like, I don't know, my brain says recently, but it was probably like, I don't know, 5 years ago now. But, basically, if you go poking around, usually on Chrono Crash, that's where I look for a lot of these things, you'll find .pack files. It's relatively easy. Some of them, like the Night/X ones, tend to come pre-built. But, like, you do have to fiddle around and fucking, you know, get the controls going yourself. Now, the exciting game of will it fucking... Alright, is that visible? What's that look like on your end? Probably won't be. It'll probably be some fucking bullshit, because fuck me, that's what I get. Hey, alright, it's full size. Look at that. So there are a lot of little bits and bobs that you can do here, you know, change the video back end. I don't really have any, you know, desire to do that. there's usually some kind of semi-decent, you know... I never go these weird upscale, like Super Eagle and shit. Like, it just fucks stuff up. So, you know... puts a bit too much interpretation into it, which I'm, you know, not a fan of. Dot matrix. I mean, honestly, just a basic blur, you know, like it was back in the old days. So these are like the 3 guest characters. That's Ash. I can't remember his name. One of the Auto or some shit from like fucking Slam Masters. I can't remember her name either. But I love American Monster Hunter. Just robot arms. So the weird thing about this is it was like made once by some guy who I think has vanished off the face of the earth. And ever since then there's just been like these other, you know, versions made. But it fucking goes. Like, depending on what version you find. But like, I mean, A, it's bloody as fuck, which is exactly what it, you know, always should have been. B, there are like moves and moves and moves, and they all do shit, and they're all useful, and you know, they all have a strategic application. And there are also like these fucking supers, but I can't quite remember how to get those to work. And one of the downsides for shit like this is the manual was just like HTML links, and they don't go anywhere anymore, which is kind of annoying. You know, like you can just crack the guy's skull like that. Leaping German suplexes, slide on the head, that's always fun. Oh, what weapon do I get? Oh, sweet. So you can block in this, which is quite necessary. If you block right at the point of attack, you get like a sort of a parry and then counter attack, which is really good. If memory serves, there's like... Like, they have these big super... That's what the blue bar down the bottom is for your big supers, but I can't quite remember how to get those to work. There'll probably be something else written down somewhere, I'd hope. You hole. Yeah, this has commands, you know, lots of command moves, which again, just lots and lots, have lots. So you've got like, you know, you kind of standard DP. You have like these little sort of combos, like they kind of do different stuff as well once you get them going. You get different sort of combo enders based on what direction you're holding. So, you know, you got like the usual little laser blast. You've got like, you know, that little 1-2 that launches them, and then you can get like follow-ups and stuff. And you can use these to sort of, you know, not just do damage, but like get distance, get out of, you know, jams without using health. That's, yeah. So that's where Rotten Scums comes from, which, let's see if it's, okay, it is, okay. So there's one of them where you just jump and then, you know, you hold gravity at the ground and fuck them up. And here's the boss from the actual game. But then Giant Furry kills him. And so we get, like, you know, some, Hey! Super Zombie was holding! I'm sure it's fine. That's, like, gotta be in the pile of, like, just absolutely not, you know? Like, floor chicken's one thing. But, like, fucking zombie soup. So, your character has a shitload of different grapples based on what directions you push. Forward, back will get, like, you know... That's the cool thing that happens when you fucking kill the, you know, the monster. The arcade game's not bad. Once you go into the dip switches and turn the blood back on, because it'll default to green if you download and play it. I wouldn't touch the remake with a 10-foot pole, because it just looks like crap. And doesn't add nearly as much as this. You know, you can play the remake, which just looks like this with a fucking shitty filter on it. Or you can play this, which is cool, and has all this extra fucking gore and, you know, nonsense in it. Like, because you don't even play this section of the hospital when you... So yeah, you got, like, German suplex and shit, which, you know, you need. Pile driver, which you also need. You can just, like, bash the zombies onto the ground. That'll hit other, like, zombies as well. So a lot of these things, you know, are used... You know, you got, like, just all this... Just stuff, you know? You add stuff, and you have a game that more people are likely to play, you know? Ouch. Although I do have to fucking figure out, like... Because there are, like, command specials, but I just can't for the life of me, like... remember. Because they do differ per, like, fucking character. Nice doggy. Like, the fucking intestines explode. Like, look at it. Like, this is zombie brawler, you know? Bonk. Like, look, you know, you want to, like, create a bit of distance. You know, clear some space. You can do the giant swing. And that lets you, like, you know, corral guys into a corner. When you can, like, you know, zap them and shit now. Oh, penis. There we go. Look at that. I do have to remember... One thing I do forget when I play this, though, is, like, the block button exists. Because I'm just not used to that, you know? There's not a lot of, like, block button in a lot of these games. You can juggle guys pretty much indefinitely. So you can get, like, an awful lot of, like, you know, fun shit going that way. I don't know how that guy used the fucking elevator. Dirogen scums. But, like, you know, the blood isn't just, like, these effects that kind of splatter when you hit things. Like, they'll just... Ah. You know, it lands on the floor. Ah. You just gotta jumping pile driver some shit occasionally, you know? Come here. Alright, come on. Over here. While I taunt you. I'm not sure what that does. I think... Actually, now that I remember it, there's like... a way to exchange... Okay, yeah, there we are. Now I'm remembering some stuff. Okay. I misremembered. I couldn't remember if you could spend meter to get health back or health to get meter. And it turns out it's health to get meter, which was not a great trade because I needed the other. Axe. I think one of the things I really do like about this is, you know, beyond like the zombies, there's also like Teen Wolf is here and shit. I think I got a critical hit there. Oh, fucking don't stomp the guy, punch the guy in front of me. Like, this has lots of extra stages and stuff. It's really, like, kind of fucking insane how much this game has going for it, you know? Why have you got, like, infinite health or some shit, buddy? Did you fucking go to the health store? And now here's Mr. Science. You won't be transforming anybody, buddy. He's one of these, like, sort of nuisance characters that just sort of throws things at you. So you sort of gotta, you got your... There we go, there's the parry. Damn it. You fucking hole! It basically is Jeffrey Combs, yeah. Oscar Ortega, that's it. Let's see. Some of the other characters aren't really what I'd call finished. Is sort of the problem. That's fucking sweet. I haven't seen that fucking death. Oh, you can hit his fucking projectiles. I didn't know that. Son of a bitch. You fucking ring piece. Whirlwind! Do your move, you fucking ring-all. Oh, parry, bitch. Eh. How do you fucking interrupt that? That's not fair. Oh, fuck yeah. Help me, Jim! Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna get you with the wussy whirlwind. Yeah. He has a major in mad science and a minor in knife.
You think you can beat me? Those are your final words.
I love how pleasant. Ouch.
You caught me off guard.
One thing that typifies, like, your, oh, hell yeah. Brawler bosses is they'll always have some kind of wake-up attack that, like, stops you from, you know... Yeah, like... Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, you dick cheese. You can get crafty with the juggles, obviously. I keep trying to, like, fucking do the flying knee to that, but it just doesn't work. Oh, that's right. That's his, like, little down special. Kick him in the dick! No, the magical boot is exclusive to Capcom because... And this is the guy who's secretly in charge. Get him, Twinkly. That guy's just a fire. I do love that the fire guy fucks everybody else up. It's just such a perfect little fucking thing. Help me out here, fire guy. I'm helping. I'm helping. No, fire guy, no! He killed way more guys than I did, though. Now he's gone. He was completely not helpful, and now he's gone. Eh. Fuck you, goober. let's try some, we'll do all the characters. So there's Jack, there's Honghua. Alright, look, I'm gonna... Fucking stop interrupting me! Oh, that's interesting. Doesn't have... That's interesting. So my little double tap down does like... Man, she is fast as shit. Twirly! Yeah, eat shit, goo. Alright, that's a... To hell, I love that. Me, you jerk. I think that was supposed to be ride and not raid. Yeah, this is just all monsters. So now we gotta chase a guy, because he's a dick. You know, getting our cardio in, which, hey, fuck you. While we deal with the teen wolves. I mean, this basically is it. Like, you can... Wait. Gotta keep an eye out for the, like, fucking shadows, because that's the dynamite being thrown by that little fuckstick, but, like... I have had some weird glitches with this section in the past, where it can be real hard to figure out, like, if I'm supposed to, or even am doing damage to, like... Oh, penis. The cart that, like, fucking, I don't know, not Dracula's riding in. You know, or if I'm just here for a certain amount of time. And it's never been particularly clear. You know, like, he sort of appears over there. It does look like he's getting, like, a little wackier with the goddamn... You know, dynamite now, which to me would suggest that it's like, alright, I'm like getting, I'm making some form of progress. But like, that'll happen. And it's just like, am I supposed to like hit the fucking cart? Ow. Alright. Come here. Yeah, you see that? Like... I think I gotta like be back over here and then like fucking... but he just scoots away. So it's like, well, fucking, am I supposed to be doing anything here? I think I am supposed to hit it. Which is sort of a problem. I feel like this area needs, like, I don't know, some kind of fixing. Alright, so I think maybe jumps, like... It looks like we're actually at the end. Remains a mystery. Alright, my cab driver and his gimp are gonna defeat you. Kicking an old man. Hey, don't do that. That's gross. Gross little weirdo. That sends people. Oh, fuck. Quit it, you fucking gross little... Eh. Why is he skipping around? Twirly! You hole! Ah, okay. Technically still the same stage. Moonsault and Hurricane Rana. Oh, I did a lot of damage too. Fuck yeah. Am I not allowed to have the big gun? Come on. That's some bullshit. Oh, hell yeah, I've got some kind of fucking wackadoo shit that I can do once they're frozen. The furries are all here, then who's fixing the pewters? Oh, you motherfucker. Loads of shit just doesn't work on Big George here, because, like, he's made of rocks. You know? Ouch. I need that floor hot dog. Oh, fuck me. Ouch. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I can get him with that, though. Alright, so after I freeze him, I can get, like, some cool shit. So we'll just have a look at some of the other side characters there. So there's Honghua. Some of these are from other, like, Honghua is from this originally. Jasmine, I can't remember what she's from. Like, you know, one of the obvious things about Mugens and Beats of Rage games is they'll just yoink in character sprites from other games. Or she might be from this, and Jasmine's from something else. Or Honghua's from something else. It's one of the two. That is a much better fucking go-away attack than a lot of other people have. Alright, that's a double up. That's a double down. That's a quarter circle forward. Hell yeah. Oh, cool. Alright. She has a freeze laser. That's kind of better than just like a little fucking piece of paper you hold out. Like, I'm sorry, Honghua, but that sucks. I got slightly blown up. Come here, come here. I just want to hit you with my big axe. Oh, she can throw it, that's cool. Alright, so her deals fire. I feel like Michael Jackson could be in this. You know? We'll just have a look at some of the other characters for some shits and giggles. I think this girl's from like... That's it, yeah. She's like from fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or some shit. The problem with some of these, like, spare characters is, like, a lot of them aren't what I'd call properly in the game. That's cool. Alright, so far so good at least. Alright, could chuck a whirlwind. Alright. Chuck another whirlwind. Okay, cool. Just break the dick, that's fine. She's actually got a lot more stuff in than the last time I played this. That's the dog I hit earlier. Look, come here. I keep finding the fucking... Alright, I don't seem to have a jumping special. I mean, that special's a lot better than, like, fucking regular Jed's projectile, because, like, that hits multiple things. That's actually useful. Like, I can take out crowds with that. Don't do that. That's just fucking rude. No, that's rude too. Vomiting on people is not okay, alright? That is the funniest little run. See, look, that's just, you know, that's actually useful. That's just fantastic. I don't think... Oh, okay, she does have pickup. Whee! That's some fucking knees up. I can't do that. Okay, now we got Ortega. Legend of Wrestler. I got some solid. Ortega's a weird choice. Like, not a bad choice exactly, but just a little bit of a weird choice. Alright, we got like that, we got that. Oh, that's cool. It sort of just grounds him immediately. Stop that. Alright, what are we? Okay. I don't block, I just have like grapple, which makes sense. Body massage. Is that using fucking spirit energy? That son of a bitch, it is. That sucks. Alright, look. There's just too many of you. Now we're talking. Alright. Grapple! Grapple! Alright, so I can drop kick him away. Old knee head. Pile driver, can't argue with that. Okay, multiple chops. German suplex. You probably could put a zombie in an ankle lock. I mean, I probably wouldn't recommend it. It's like, one of the things that sort of does get me a bit from, like, Last of Us is just people reaching over to, like, put the creature into a fucking, you know, rear naked choke. Because, like, I wouldn't even do that to, like, a bitey drunk, you know? And drunks can't, like, infect me with brain fungus. Unless I had some kind of bracer, you know, which I'm surprised fucking, you know, cunts like just wrap some, you know, bits of fabric around, you know, some denim, bit of leather, you know, skin from some guy you've killed and like tanned in the sun, like just anything to not have the bit go right past the bitey part that you're desperately trying to avoid. Just repeated titty slaps. So it seems Ortega doesn't have any like major like specials, but like he has really good regular specials, but they all like eat a bit of fucking, you know, some of his like fucking special juice. Oh hell yeah. When you get down to red health, a bunch of your attacks get like buffed. Like even bigger pile drivers. I know that there's a TNA movie with Kurt Angle. I didn't know it had like wrestling in it or zombies in it. Like, I'm trying to remember. I thought it was like a shitty military, you know, like the Marine or something along those lines. So Ash is another one of those ones that I just don't feel is really entirely complete. Like, his dash attack is fucking great, though, because it's like... Yeah, like that. That's his quarter circle, which I feel is a bit... And he doesn't kind of have much in the way of, like, other specials. And so the end result is just he feels kind of, like, malnourished as a character. You know, which is a shame, because I think the overall sprite's quite good. Oh, son of a bitch. What just happened? Did I just explode? What the fuck? You know, like I'd say, in terms of, like, making the character design work a bit better, having, like, the gun, you know, I'd maybe even have, like, sort of, like an ammo thing for him, you know, have the gun be kind of, like, function like a gun, maybe. And not, like, run out of ammo, but just, like, if you use, you know, if you use it twice, you gotta reload it, and that, like, makes you stand still and takes up time. Okay, a skull can give me a blowjob and I get some, like, spirit energy for that, which, I mean, makes sense, really, if you think about it. You know, also, those sword slashing sound effects just aren't right. That's a chainsaw, goddammit. Like, his dash attack's not bad, but that's really about it. And it should probably do multiple hits on per character as well. But I mean, if you ignore kind of the 3 reject characters at the end, the game is fully featured. So, you know, provided you're playing as, like, you know, the 3 mains, you get a full game experience. You get the full plot, goes through, goes to the end, ending and everything. I gotta find whether there is a TNA movie that's got, like, Kurt Angle wrestling zombies in it, because I didn't know about that. I vaguely remember there being one that had him in it that was, like, kind of like a, you know, again, like, at least every picture I saw of it just screamed, you know, the Marine, except shittier and starring Kurt Angle. And that, you know, sounds like something TNA would do. That's a TNA idea. That's a fucking Kurt Angle TNA run idea. And zombies would be a degree of creativity I just wouldn't have thought existed in the company at all. Like, if they went, like, you know, a little more deliberately B with some of their wrestler films, I think they could work, you know? I think there are some guys that could actually manage. Like, yeah, I'd watch Kurt Angle put zombies in an ankle lock or some shit, you know? Like, zombies, and it's not like, oh, what are we gonna do? It's like, well, I'm just, you know, I'm on a combination of fucking steroids and Percocets, so I'm just gonna beat the zombies up. I'm not gonna fucking worry about finding a fucking armory or anything. I'm just gonna fuck them up. Okay, I'd watch that. You know, some decent practical effects. Lean into the strengths and weaknesses, you know? Which is what you're supposed to be fucking doing anyway. Bunch of crawling zombies. Oh, Kurt Angle must have been here. Because you don't want him in a movie where I gotta take him seriously, exactly, you know? He's not John Cena. John Cena can act. Batista can act. Yeah. It's just all that CTE. The brain's already damaged, so the virus just doesn't do anything. It just it's just the CTE makes the brain's not very appetizing to the zombies. It's like bruised fruit. You're like, I don't want that. Look at it. Thing looks like a fucking rotten avocado. I don't want to eat an avocado that's like 1 day past its fucking eating point, you know? Ugh. CTE brains. Alright. Crowdfund me a dream. Alright. The fact that the Dial Z for zombies is the weakest part of that Halloween episode, but like Homer's angry expression when the zombies reject eating him because he doesn't have brains is such a wonderful little touch. You know, because he's just smart enough to know he's an idiot and know that everyone else thinks he's an idiot, and it hurts. You know, it hurts him. He just... he's tired of being the there and there, but for the grace of God go I. Brains. I feel like the Return of the Living Dead style are a little due for use. You know, everyone's been going very Romero. But I feel like it's because, you know, particularly if you're looking more for the horror comedy territory, like the Return style that like can talk and shit, that's, you know, that's fertile ground. You know, break out some of the trioxin. Because I think the last time, I think something vaguely along those lines, I think it was made in like Serbia or some shit, and it shows. You know, I don't think necessarily making a movie in Serbia means it's going to be terrible, but there's like, you know, when you're talking like the 5th Return of the Living Dead movie that's made in Serbia, it's like, There's like, there's more than one part and it's forming a pattern here. Like, I think it was like filmed on like just a fucking handy cam, you know, not even like a phone with like options. I mean, like, Shaun of the Dead's great, but like, you know, that's still the Romero style zombies. Like, that's, you know, the actual zombies. I want fucking you know, I want the ones that eat the brains. Because it's funny that that's like, you know, kind of still a lingering thing about zombies, but it's only in the Return of the Living Dead series. It's not in the regular run. It's not in really any of the more modern sort of iterations of them, you know, the Resident Evil, you know, any kind of like virus or anything style zombies. They're not after brains. The Return of the Living Dead zombies eat brains because it stops the pain from being dead, which is such a great little detail. I'd probably, like, I'd keep some degree of the fact that they're like, hitting them in the head doesn't kill them, but I do maintain that electrocuting should stay as the means of dealing with them. Because, like, the first two are good, you know, for their form. It's weird because they're basically the same film and they have some of the same cast and they don't interact. That's strange. I'd probably recommend Return 2, just because I think it's like an overall more coherent and just better movie. Return of the Living Dead 3 is weird and horny, and it's got, like, I think the MILF from the OC in it. So that's kind of fun, but it's not a very good movie. And they kind of go in a slightly less than entertaining direction with it, you know. Alright, that'll do for today. Remember that, Chrono Crash is where you want to go for, like, your open bore stuff. You'll need to create an account. Don't be a baby, just do it. Streets of Rage Remake's in kind of like a weird nether realm. 5.2 came out a few years ago. That was a lot of bug fixes, but it did add a lot of like stages and music and stuff. So I don't know if work's still being done on it. Like, you know, it kind of got like a cease and desist, and so it went sort of, you know, underground. But yeah, they're a good amount of fun. The open bore does have an Android version that does work, but like there's a weird thing where you can't stop it from detecting gyroscope controls without somehow editing the fucking APK, and I've never gotten around to doing that. So if you've got a handheld that has gyro controls, it's like, it can be a little frustrating to deal with if you have it at certain weird angles while you're playing. But just bear that in mind. Alright, so Wrestling Wednesday is done for a while, and we've got Evil in Residence, where we've begun the wonderful Code Veronica. And that'll be Friday. So, you know, until then, I don't know, fucking entertain yourselves.